today's question on stack and queue is stack using two queues. The question states that we need to implement a stack using two queues, Q1 and Q2. So basically we need to implement two functions, namely push and pop of stack using two queues. Let's have a look at the examples. In case of example 1, we have 5 operations. The first is push, where we push the element 2. Our next operation is push 3. So now the 3 is the topmost element of the stack. Next operation is pop. So we pop out the topmost element of the stack, which is 3. Next we push 4 into the stack. So now the stack will contain 2, 4. And again we pop the topmost element. So the popped element will be 4. And the final output is 3, 4. In case of example 2, we push 2 into the stack and next we pop that particular element. So the stack will be empty after the second pop operation. And a third operation is also pop. Since the stack is empty and we can't pop out any element, so we return -1. And then we push 3 into the stack. So the final output will be 2 and -1. So now let's have a look at the approach to solve this particular problem. The intuition behind solving this problem is that we have two queues, namely Q1 and Q2, and whenever we want to perform a push operation of stack, we push that element into Q1 in case if Q2 is empty. And if Q2 is not empty, then we pop out all the elements of Q2, push them into Q1, and then push our element into the Q1. In case of pop function, we pop out all the elements of Q1 except the last and push them into Q2. And then we pop the last element of Q1, which is the actual element to be popped out. In case if Q2 is not empty, then we first push all the elements of Q2 to Q1 and then perform the same steps. The right side of the screen shows the algorithm where we have two functions, namely push and pop. So we have our queues Q1 and Q2. So let's suppose that we have to push an element into the stack, which is 2. So while performing the same operation using two queues, let's have a look at the push function. So first we check whether if Q2 is not empty, which is false. So we just push an element X into Q1, which is 2. Let's suppose we have to push another element into a stack, which is 3. In case of queues, we first check whether if Q2 is not empty, which is again false. So we push an element into Q1, that is 3. Now let's have a look at our pop function. In case of pop function, first we check whether if both the queues are empty, which is false. So we check whether if Q2 is not empty, which is also false. Then we calculate the length of the Q1 and store it in a variable called length. Then we pop out all the elements of Q1 except the last and push it into Q2. That is, we have a while loop where we check whether if length is greater than 1. So we push the front of the Q1 into Q2 and pop that particular element from Q1 and decrement the value of length. Then we check whether if length is greater than 1, which is false. So we exit the while loop and we assign a variable called val as Q1 of front. So the value of val will be 3 and then we pop out that particular element from Q1 and we return the variable val. Now suppose again we want to push an element into the stack, which is 4. So we check whether if Q2 is not empty, which is 2. So we pop out the element of Q2 and push it into Q1. That is, we push 2 into Q1 and then we pop 2 from Q2. Again check whether if Q2 is not empty, which is false. So now we can push an element 4 into Q1. So like this we have implemented the push and pop function of a stack using two queues. Now let's have a look at our actual code. The driver code is already given and we just need to complete the functions push and pop. So let's first have a look at the push function, whose argument is the element to be inserted or to be pushed into the stack. So in push function, first we check whether if Q2 is not empty, and if this condition is true, then we pop the front element of the Q2 and push it into Q1. And we continue this process until we get Q2 as empty. And after the while loop, we push that particular element, which is X, into Q1. In case of pop function, we have declared a variable called val, which we use to store the value of the popped element. So first we check whether if both Q1 and Q2 are empty. If so, then we return -1. Else we proceed further and we have a while loop where again we check whether if Q2 is not empty. If this is the case, then we perform the same operations as the push function, that is, we pop out the elements of Q2 and push it into Q1. And after the while loop, we have a variable called length, which stores the value or the length of Q1. And then we pop out all the elements of Q1 and push them into Q2 except the last element. That is, while length is greater than 1, Q2, we push Q1 dot front into Q2 and pop Q1 dot front, and then decrement the value of length. And finally, we store Q1 dot front into val and we pop front of Q1, that is the element to be popped, and finally we return the value of that element. So we can compile our code now. Since the compilation is successful, we can submit. And a code got submitted successfully. So if you found this video helpful, do hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such upcoming videos on must-do coding questions for interview preparations. Thank you.